She hadn't spoken, hadn't broken any rule, hadn't even glanced the wrong way. Yet there was Dr. Olivia Bennett, dragged from her first-class seat before a cabin of strangers. Her crime? Existing while black. She wasn't loud, unruly, or armed. She was poised, professional, and silent. But that wasn't enough. The flight attendant didn't hesitate. The security guards didn't ask questions. The passengers barely looked up. One moment, Olivia was buckling her seatbelt in 1A. The next, she was being marched down the aisle like a national security threat. What no one knew, not the gate agent, the crew, or the man who handed her his trash like she was staff, was who she truly was. This wasn't just about a seat. It was about the gap between prejudice and privilege, and what happens when the system that tries to erase you depends on you to survive. Dr. Olivia Bennett boarded the flight from San Francisco to Paris with quiet grace. She wore a tailored gray blazer and black slacks, her black carry-on gleaming beside her, initials OB etched in the leather. She didn't seek attention, she simply belonged. Gate 42 was bustling, but she was early. This wasn't a vacation. She was the keynote speaker at a global medical innovation summit, set to finalize a partnership worth hundreds of millions. The scanner blinked as she stepped up to board. Blue light pulsed, then again, then red. Identity not verified. "Ma'am, step aside for manual clearance," the gate agent said, her tone cold and detached. Olivia raised an eyebrow. "What?" Facial recognition sometimes fails with newer profiles. "My profile's 4 years old, and my face hasn't changed." "Standard procedure," the agent replied. But Olivia knew it wasn't, not for the two white executives who breezed through seconds later. Green light, beep, welcome aboard. She stepped aside. Nearby, a male agent snapped her photo, not subtly. He whispered to his colleague, and her image appeared in a group chat titled, "Guess who's playing rich today?" Olivia caught it in the tablet's reflection. Someone snickered. Another muttered, "Bet she asks for sparkling water." Olivia said nothing, her jaw tightening faintly. She'd seen this before. A supervisor approached, his eyes flicking from the screen to her face. Recognition hit him like ice. "Dr. Bennett," he stammered, paling. "Of Bennett Innovations." The snickering stopped. The agent who'd mocked her shoved his phone away. The supervisor fumbled, "We're so sorry." "Priority boarding, of course." Olivia lifted her chin. "Don't rush. I have time to be treated properly." Seat 1A welcomed her with soft lighting and polished accents. But even there, she wasn't safe. A man across the aisle thrust his trash toward her without looking. "Miss, take this." Olivia stared. "I'm sorry." He blinked, registering her attire, her briefcase. "Oh no," he mumbled, cheeks reddening. "Bad lighting." Then a child pointed. "Mommy, why's that lady up here?" "She's brown." The mother shushed him. Olivia turned to the window, the horizon blurring as tears she refused to shed stayed buried. Whispers followed. "They let anyone in first class now. She doesn't look the type." Olivia gripped the armrest, not new pain, just exhaustion. A flight attendant approached. "Ma'am, a mimosa?" Olivia tilted her head. "Aren't all first-class passengers offered premium drinks?" The attendant flinched. "Of course." "Sparkling water, then." Moments later, a chime over the intercom. "Miss Bennett, please step to the galley." She followed to the rear of first class, where 2 crew members waited. "There's been a reassignment," one said. "You've been moved to row 36C. Olivia's eyes narrowed. "That's economy. Technically, it's a configurable seat." She checked her phone. The app still showed 1A, but a red flag appeared. Passenger flagged for secondary review. Disruptive conduct. She blinked. Disruptive? "I haven't spoken." "It's likely a system error," one lied. "Who entered it?" "Internal protocol." Olivia inhaled sharply. "You know how often this happens to women like me?" The crew didn't answer. With 3 taps, she accessed her security dashboard. The flag was manually entered via an internal crew chat. She opened a secure line. Immediate misuse of internal flag system. Request protocol trace. Flight 312. She turned. I'm returning to my seat. Miss Bennett, that's not. Unless you plan to restrain me, let me walk. She passed through the cabin, silence clinging to the aisles. Eyes tracked her like she was dangerous. She's making it a race thing, someone hissed. Back in 1A, Olivia resumed reviewing her slides, hands trembling with suppressed fury. Then came Tara, a younger attendant with a smug grin, streaming live from a phone held low. She snuck into first, Tara whispered to her audience. Affirmative action in action. Hearts and laughing emojis flooded the screen. Olivia didn't flinch. She logged the URL, saved it to a secure cloud, and waited. 2 rows ahead, a woman in a navy suit recognized her. That's Olivia Bennett, she whispered. The AI medicine keynote. She saved the Parkinson's trial. Her colleague stood. Why is she being treated like this? Tara returned, tone sharp. We have identity concerns. She's a global innovator, the woman snapped. You're accusing her of fraud? Until we confirm. That woman's your keynote speaker for a summit your airline sponsors. Tara paled. I wasn't aware. She's recorded your staff mocking her. Tara bolted. A minute later, uniformed security arrived. Ma'am, come with us. Olivia stood, composed, handing her tablet to the woman across the aisle. Hold this. No one stopped her. As she stepped onto the jet bridge, the doors locked behind her. The officers' radios went silent. Olivia watched the terminal slow, radios dimmed, screens flickered off. This wasn't random. It was her protocol. A woman slipped her a note. They know who you are. They're scared. An executive stormed out. Miss Bennett. It's Doctor. Of course, Dr. Bennett. You'll speak here in public. An anonymous tip flagged your ID. A lie. I built your system. I funded your AI compliance infrastructure. Silence. Emails pinged. Systems overrode. Legal reviews launched. Ops rerouted to Bennett Institute. Another manager approached. We're offering a resolution. Business class compensation. You removed me, humiliated me, then offered hush money. It's the simplest way forward. For who? An alert buzzed. Elite status revoked. Flagged as reputational liability. Olivia held up her phone. This is how you erase someone. Security protocol, the manager muttered. Reinstate my seat. Retract your report. Issue a public correction. That requires higher approval. You deleted me without approval. Her voice hardened. I'm not the woman you eject. I'm the one you'll answer to when your board's funding vanishes. A child's voice cut through. Mom, that's her. The doctor who saved Dad. Gasps rippled. Phones lit up. Olivia dialed her command line. Activate Tier 1 protocol. Suspend Pacific Sky operations. Effective immediately. Minutes later, every departure screen flashed red. All Pacific Sky flights suspended. The terminal erupted. She shut it down. Someone whispered. She is the system. A woman approached. Dr. Bennett, I'm so sorry. My husband's alive because of you. Olivia nodded. No apology needed. Not from you. The child grinned. You're like Iron Man. Olivia smiled faintly. Not quite, but I try. The CEO went live from HQ. We apologize to Dr. Bennett. This isn't who we are. The stream cut. Olivia walked to the lounge. This wasn't a glitch, she said, cameras rolling. You weaponized a system I built. I see you. Headlines exploded. Lawsuits, firings, audits, retraining. Passengers spoke out. One man wept on TV. I treated her like she didn't belong. Months later, Tara, the attendant, arrived at Olivia's clinic, resume in hand. I've been volunteering. I want to help. Olivia gestured to a seat. We don't hire perfect people, just those broken enough to understand others. 2 weeks later, Olivia stood at the Global Health Summit. "This isn't about revenge," she said. "It's about responsibility, what we do when the world hands us a mic we weren't meant to hold." Behind her, images flashed, her being dragged off the plane, then cutting a ribbon at a rural clinic. "This is what happens when we don't just survive injustice, we build from it." The crowd gave a standing ovation. Later, alone in her hotel, Olivia sipped tea, no applause needed. Pacific Sky finalized a $900 million deal with Bennett Innovations, tying their survival to her expertise. Olivia continued her work, her clinic thriving, her summit speech viral, ensuring no one would dare erase her again. She turned humiliation into a foundation, proving the system answers to those who build it.